Hi, I'm Victoria Bond, and welcome to Mum's Time to Shine, how to connect to your soul's purpose and pursue it without sacrificing quality time and connection with your family. Today we have Sabrina Muller joining us. How are you today, Sabrina?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm great. You're all the way in Germany. That is pretty cool.
I know. You gotta love technology, hey?
Oh, it's amazing. So, Sabrina, you're a mindset manifestation coach for spiritual women and a speaker and an author.
Yes.
You've got a lot going on.
Yeah, I am. But like I told you, like I've already been online since 2012 or 2013. So I guess, to get to where I am today, it's just a combination of the beautiful journey that I've had. And of course, putting it into a book and talking on stage and doing the thing is just part of it. So
yeah,
very grateful to be at this point now,
It's awesome. And I've been following you for a little while now. And like I was saying to you before, everything you say just completely resonates with me. You've just done something called Call It, Claim It, and Create It, a program. And I was like, I think I actually went, yes, out loud. I was like, I don't have time to do that right now, but I hope this lasts, because that's just amazing. I just think it's great how you're encouraging women to really be empowered.
Thank you. I think it's really important that we just recognize that we are going through like a beautiful change. Like there's more opportunities available than ever. And I think women are onto something. And I think, that's part of my purpose, is to just give women that voice, to be that hope for the women, to give them that voice, to take that hope and turn it into amazing reality. And all I'm doing is just waking them up, giving them the tools to manifest it, and just show them how you can create your own reality. And I do that obviously through business,
And what I love is you've brought the spirituality and intuition into teaching mums. You said 95% of the people that you're teaching are mums, and you have, like you said, you have a no fluff, straight up kiss ass approach, which is what I love about you, because you're not pretending to be anything you're not. You're just showing up and saying, all right, this is how you do it, and these are the tools. So that's...
Yeah, well, exactly, yeah. Sorry. Yes, well, straight up. Because, at the end of the day, if you can't be you, then you're screwed. Because there is no one like you anyway. And I think that's the biggest thing. I think we need to just go back to embodying and honoring who we are, and it's more like remove the shackles of society, remove the shackles of conformity, thinking that you should do something or that you need to fit into a particular role. I think screw the rules. I'm like, make your own rules. And that's why I'm saying, I totally believe, hand on my heart, that every woman can have everything that she wants on her own terms. You can be a mum, you can be a badass entrepreneur, you can be a sexy as fuck wife to your man, you can be the best girlfriend, you can be a spiritual gangster badass. You can do it all. You just have to truly honor that about you, and you got to make shifts around that. And see, that's where my tools and practices come in. I think that's the base. I believe that there's a badass in all of us. I believe there's a worthy woman in all of us. And I think it's all about feeling worthy, fully, and wealthy. If you can get into that and then operate from that space and that energy with a backing of, well, I am who I am, and if you don't like it, screw it, and then take lots of aligned action, I think you're just going to propel yourself to a whole new, dimension of success. It's a totally different way of working, I believe,
Yeah, and so for, obviously we are conditioned. We're brought up by people who have put their belief systems on us, the education system, TV, movies, absolutely everything, friends. So to step into, because we were just having a talk about this, but stepping into our true selves that we be.
Yes.
What is some steps that we can do that? Because I know a lot of my friends and clients, they just don't have the self-belief. They don't even know. They just know who they think they should be.
Totally. I think the first thing is to have first of all, make a decision. First of all, come to a point that you actually want to change your life. Like, you want to connect to your soul's purpose. You want to move away from having fit into that, you know, that conformed life. Make a decision, first of all. And obviously, there's got to be a drive. There's got to be a reason why you want to make that decision. So there's got to be a reason why. So take a decision that you want to, you know, learn how to own your life and be a co-creator of your life, and have a reason why. You know, really connect to yourself, and what is your driver? What is the fuel that's going to keep you going on that journey to discover who you'd like to be and how you would like your business to become? And then I think the biggest part is the clarity part, because we're so focused on the things that we do want, the things that we don't have, the things that we're not being yet. And obviously, you know, law of attraction, you're going to get what you focus on. So if you keep focusing on shit, you're going to get more shit. If you focus on not having enough money to invest in yourself, well, you're going to find yourself not having enough money or time or whatever. So I think the biggest cut is going to be, let's move you away from that pain, from that illusion that there isn't enough, and let's create some clarity around, well, if you can wake up tomorrow and you can live your best life, having it all on your own terms, hashtag no fuck given, as I always say, what would that world look like? You know, really tap into all the different areas. Imagine, like, if you were completely unlimited, if money was no issue, if you had your soul purpose, then how would that life look like? You know, and that's the biggest bit. So make a decision, have a why, you gain clarity around where you want to go, right? And that's going to be like your starting point. Once you create a vision, right? Once you create a vision of what you actually want, that's when you can start going, okay, now the question becomes, who do I need to become, or let's say unbecome, right? To be worthy of that soul-filled life, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. So I know you talk a lot about journaling. I actually just watched one of your lives, I think, about journaling, and you know, and you were saying it's not just for 12-year-olds. I think that's what
Correct.
you said.
Yes.
And I know I've got a gratitude diary, and I probably write in it, you know, once every 3 months at the moment. When I went through like a massive awakening, so to speak, I was writing everything down. But why is journaling so important?
Oh my God. Look, it is so important. I tell you what, look, these are just 2 of my journals right now. So this is my master plan. This is a new chapter because it was just recently my birthday. So I started a new chapter in my life. And this is my current manifestation work around, I don't know if you can guess it, but it's around money, right? So this is my money. Yeah, it's all like sparkly gold, like obviously all around money. And it even says, do not mess with my vibe, right? So this is my money manifestation book right now. Listen, I think when you understand that, you know, words create your reality, right? Your words create your reality. The language that you speak becomes your reality. But in order for that language to become that reality, it starts in here. And I mean, the simple process of manifestation and even the basic of NLP, right? Neuro linguistic programming, which is part of my, you know, education, is that you take something on, you see something through your filters, you give it a meaning, so you process it really quickly. Based on that, you either go into fear mode or into like love, like feeling safe mode, and that will lead you to an action. You're going to say something, you're going to do something. You're going to do that over time, and it's going to become your behavior, and your behaviors over time will create your reality, your life. So therefore, and this is the biggest shift that I teach people, in order for you to change your reality, if you're not having enough money, enough clarity, enough fun, enough travel, adventure, you know, joy, happiness, all of those things that you truly desire, if you don't have enough of that in your world, in your reality, stop trying to fix it by doing something externally. It's not external. Stop thinking that, you know, it's not about the external part, but it is going back to well, what has gotten you to that reality? So it's obviously something in here needs to change. Your mindset, your beliefs, your stories, your energy. And what better way to navigate, to recondition, to rewire through writing, right? So writing is literally the part that, you know, and I've talked about this in my live stream, and this is why I've got a journaling course happening right now for 14 days, because I understand the power of journaling. You know, getting the shit out of your head. Like, I mean, we're women, we're emotional beings. We've got lots of words, lots of thoughts, lots of emotions happening. You know, we're mums. We got things to do. We get distracted so easily, you know, and it's so good. What if you had a practice every morning, yeah, before your kids get up, where you can take 10, 15 minutes and you literally just put pen to paper, you clear your mind, you reaffirm your goals, you get re-energized. And for me, it's about, you know, excitement, engaging, elevation, expansion into your day, setting the intention, and then go and make magic happen. So I know that's a long answer, but let me put it this way. Journaling is a part of your day that's going to get you grounded, excited, motivated, and in the end, it's going to make you the most amount of money, because it's going to give you that clarity, that foundation, that focus to then go and act upon. So if you're not journaling every day, you need to come here. I'm going to teach you every step of how to do it. Literally, it's going to change your world.
And so once you journal, I know some people probably just write it all in their book and it's their dreams, and then they kind of like put it away and they go back to their little lives. Do you teach to do something like
yes,
like obviously
absolutely
action?
Yes, absolutely. So like I said, so my 14-day intensive, call it, claim it, create it, is exactly that. It's like 14 days of journaling prompts backed with action, right? Implementation. Because, you know, like you said, so many people, if they write, they're just going to write like, oh, I'm so grateful for being a millionaire. Thank you for the amazing travel and the lifestyle. Oh, great. And then, but it's just like words on paper. It's not a real connection, you know. It's not really in tune of like, is my mind, body and soul really aligned? Do I truly believe, right? And even like little things, when you do affirmations, part of the reprogramming, like if you're someone who doesn't feel confident enough, you know, if you're someone who goes, I'm a bit scared, I don't know if I can truly, you know, step outside my comfort zone to build this business, right? I don't know if I can do this because I don't know if I'm going to have time because I've got a demanding life with my kids. I mean, this is all true story in here.
Yeah.
So if you were to just write, oh, I am confident and I can do this, there is not a lot of energy behind it. But if you reframe it, and if you wrote, I choose to believe that I'm someone who will always find the time to do the right things in business. You know, I choose to give myself permission to feel good enough, worthy, strong enough, capable, right? I choose to believe that as long as I'm in alignment, I'm always going to be able to show up and say the right things, do the right things. That's a different, don't you feel like it's a different energy? It's kind of like you're giving yourself permission, you're choosing, you know, in your thing is all about choice, right? So it's choosing to take on a new mindset. And you do that every day through journaling, you are going to reprogram your mind. And it's like a non-negotiable, it's going to happen.
And another thing I really wanted to talk to you about was when people, I think this is something I read on your page as well, when people mess up in life. And I know a lot of people have regrets, and people go, oh, I regretted this, I regretted that guy, I regretted this, I effed this up. How do we get past hating on ourselves? Because, you know, you see it all the time. People are just like, they wear it on their face. They're wearing it in their life. They're staying in unhappy marriages, and they don't believe because they failed at school. I certainly failed at school, which is I just failed the tests, but they think that they're failing at life because they made some screw-ups. What is something,
Yes.
is that the same type of thing, like actually reprogramming our brains to say, actually, this is who I am?
Yes and no. Like, I actually have a tattoo on my hip, and it says never a failure, always a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have a different approach to mistakes and failures and fuck ups. I say to people, if you come to me and you want to build a business, and you're obviously lacking, you need strategy and mindset and confidence, all of that, I'm going to say to you, please fuck up as much as you can, as fast as you can. I want you to make as many mistakes as you can. I want you to fail forward. It's about failing forward. Because I believe everything that happens to us in life, whether it's like a failure in relationship, a so-called failure, it's not a failure. My relationship, like, I was engaged. I moved to Germany for a man. We got a house, we had a dog, we were talking about family. And then I decided that I wasn't being true to my soul, and I decided to end that relationship. Now, I could think of it as a failure. You know, here I am as a 36-year-old, still single, you know. I could look at it as a failure, but I don't. I'm extremely grateful for that relationship because it taught me so much about me yet again. It allowed me to come back to Germany, to reconnect with my family, to expand my business into the German market, to find a new community. All these things I would have never had right now if it wasn't for that relationship. So the truth is that there is no failure. It's always a lesson, or we call it, sometimes I say, a blessing and a lesson. And I think if you can get in the space of learning to forgive, right? If you're going to fuck up, and I talked about this yesterday, funnily enough, on my live stream, we're going to fuck up. We're going to fuck up every day, pretty much. We're going to do things that are not like, oh my God. Like, we say we want to go to the gym and eat healthy, and then we're going to find ourselves going out for dinner and drinking wine. You know, we're going to say we're going to, you know, do an extra, like, Facebook live stream on our business, and we're just finding ourselves too tired. You know, we're going to have arguments with our partners. We're going to say things to our kids. We're going to, like, act still out of alignment sometimes, and it's okay. I say, congratulations. You are human. You will make mistakes, and I want you to make them because you're going to learn from them. But it's a different mindset. Again, you can journal around it. You can release it. The biggest thing is releasing, and you can forgive yourself. There's a Hawaiian technique, you know, ho'oponopono, and you can forgive yourself, and you can let things go easily. Take the blessing from it, grow from it, and keep going on.
And the funny thing about that is, you're talking about your partner that you left. I left my husband after 7 years of being together. I just said, this isn't working. We were engaged. We had a wedding date. I had the wedding dresses, everything. I was about 23. We'd been together from 16. And I went, no. And I ran away, basically. I've always been a bit of a runner, to be honest. But I ran away. And within 2 years, 2 years later, we're back together. We've been married for 6 years now. We've got 2 children. We are so happy. And I still say that was the best thing I ever did, was leave my husband. Well, we weren't married, but whatever. Best thing I ever did. And because it's a completely different relationship. And we would have been divorced by now because we would have killed each other, you know? So you can turn anything around, can't you?
That's perfect. That's it. Exactly. It's perfect. It's always, and the thing is, you know, let go of the need to judge, you know. Sometimes, you know, it's not good or bad. It just is. It just is. You want to give it a meaning, then give it a meaning. But it's always going to be the meaning that you give to something. Nothing has a meaning, and you decide to give it a meaning. So stop being hard on yourself. Stop putting yourself under pressure. Stop comparing, you know, and just honor. It's about learning to dance in the rain, you know. It's about really, you know, learning to grow. And I think the biggest thing is, isn't it all about just becoming the best version of ourselves? So if that means, you know, leaving a relationship because it's not serving you, then congratulations for being brave and honoring that about you. I'd rather be single than be stuck in a relationship relationship does not make me happy, you know. And unfortunately, I mean, that's a whole nother topic. I've got to open the window. We're getting warm about this conversation. I love this energy. But I think that there's so many women stuck, you know, settling for a lower standard than they actually deserve.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And that kind of comes back from lie in your bed. You know, you made your bed, lie in it, that kind of saying, and from back in the day, really. And it's time to actually start living now and doing what's right for us. So another thing I wanted to touch on with you is network marketing.
Yep.
It's become quite huge, and there's still a little bit of fear around it. You know, if you sell something, they go, is this a network marketing? Is this a pyramid scheme? Is this all that type of stuff? I know they're probably different things and stuff, but it's great for a mum, someone who wants to stay at home with their kids, and they want to have a business from home so they can work some hours at home. And I know you teach this as well. Can you tell us a little bit about how this can fit into mums' lives that don't want to go out and work in a shop, for instance?
Yeah, totally. You know what? I had my issues with the industry. Like, I've had a big ego around it too. But I think it was just not knowing. I think most of the time we judge, you know, actually knowing. So when people say to me, oh, is this an MLM? And I'm like, yes, it is. Have you experienced it yourself? Like, what do you know about it? And usually it's just like a hearsay. And that's beyond, I mean, that's just judgment and fear and all sort of stuff. What I've experienced is this, is like, I've managed to build an extraordinary community. And I'd say 95% of them are women, because women want to have more time with kids. I mean, you became a mum because you want to spend time with your kids, but you also want to be able to contribute to the household. You also want to find a vehicle where you be something else than just a mum, because, I mean, being a mum is obviously the most extraordinary job you could do. No amount of money could pay what you do as a mum. But there are more women these days who want to do more than just being a mum. They want to express themselves, they be part of a community. They want to, you know, help other women and give something back. So I look at network marketing as a community of women where we all want something more for ourselves. We understand we do it through helping other people, and we get paid for helping other people. Mm-hmm. Now, I believe the reason that I got so successful in it doesn't matter if you've got MLM business or whether you've got your own business. It's just a vehicle for you to show your message. Okay. Most women though don't, like, it's a perfect vehicle for I say normal, but there is no such thing as normal, but it's for mom who has worked as an employee and perhaps she's not got a different qualification. She doesn't want to like build her website, you know, build her own product suite, create her own services, and really learn to sell. I mean, this, like, building your own coaching business or online business is hard as it is. So you've got system and you've got leverage. All you got to do is plug into the community. And when my way of doing it, like I said, is about understanding it's a vehicle to show your message. So it's about you, Vic. You know, what is the message? It's about choice. You know, it's about no judgment. It's about really stepping into your full potential. Well, perfect. Now you're going to do that with a vehicle called network marketing. If you align with the product, right, and use that vehicle to reach out to other moms. And so it becomes a very exciting journey when you can let go of the stigma of what you think MLM is all about. It's like any other business, you know, you're going to get seedy people in every business, right? But I know the industry works. I've managed to create a multiple six-figure business in MLM before, so I know it does. If you do it with the right intention, you do it with heart, you do it with energy, you understand the basics around it, I think it's an extraordinary industry.
And it's what you believe. It's like when people ask me why I'm doing this or why did I do that, I'm like, because my heart's telling me to. You know, I need these people to know about the product, then they can choose if they want to take it or not. Everyone has a choice. You say, someone goes, why is your skin looking so amazing? You go, I use this, this, and this. I can hook you up if you want. Then they can say no.
Exactly.
So I think
exactly.
that stigma of, and also shops, you know, are kind of a little bit of a thing of the past. A lot of the online stuff, people order online, and it's just
exactly.
It's just cutting out that kind of middleman, so to speak, and helping other people out at the same time. I think it's great, but I just wanted to kind of clear it up for some people.
Absolutely. And I think, I mean, this is what I say to people, like, how much value do you still give in advertising in TV? Like ads in TV, you're like, yeah, whatever. You don't even believe it anymore. But if I come to you, right, and I recommend something, of course you're going to go, yeah, well, Sabrina, if you say it's great, I trust you, I love you, I think you're awesome, then you're the realest person that I know, or one of the realest person I know. If you say, check this shit out, I'm going to check it out and give you my opinion, because that's it. Again, it's like word of mouth. It's relationship business. Yeah. It's always relationship before business, relationship after business, and it's word of mouth marketing. And that's it. That's how I get most of my clients these days anyway. All word of mouth. We've heard about you. We've been told to give you a call, or hey, I've been following you on Facebook. I've been watching your live. I'm drawn in by your energy. Talk to me about how can you help me make my goals happen. That's it.
And it's people. It's people saying, it's that connection, and that's a lot of what the companies are wanting to do, because they don't want their products sitting on the shelf getting dusty, because that's premium product that and everyone, it's a win-win. Everyone gets to create a business of their dreams.
Exactly.
And I've also heard you say that there's plenty of abundance. There's plenty of money. So it's like all you need to do is start tapping into that and just believing that you can have it. Law of attraction.
Totally. That's it. And then you just got to find a channel. You got to find a way to channel. You got to find a vehicle for that money to come to you. Whatever that vehicle is for you. Whether it's building your own business, whether it's contracting, I don't know, whether it's consultancy work, whether it's MLM, whether it's artistry, whatever it is, find a channel that's going to be your vehicle, you know, for you to express your soul's desire, express a message. Like, I believe there's a message inside of you. To find your vehicle and connect yourself and tap into the abundance that there is. I mean, let's put it this way. The universe wants you to have everything you want. The universe is not the devil here. You know, the universe wants you to have it all. You're the one that's going, oh, I don't know about this, you know. So go get it.
And so you
time is people with it. Essence, you know, time's your most expensive currency. Pardon?
You help people with this. So, for instance, if I said to you, Sabrina, I don't know what to do business-wise. I know there's more. I want to create something. I don't know what it is. You could coach me in that direction of finding what it is that I could. That's what you do.
Totally. It's kind of like monetizing your purpose and passion. It's like, understand what's the passion, what's the purpose, what do you think that you're here to do, how can we monetize that? And I believe the easiest way to monetize that is always through MLM, because you don't have to worry about, you know, creating your own product suites and marketing and all this sort of stuff. But it could be that if you say, no, I'm that creative, like honestly, like I can create content and programs and all that sort of stuff on my own, then it's going to be that way, and you're going to go and set up your business. But at the end of the day, like, I think the gift is to actually find out what it is that you want to share with the world and find a way to monetize that. And in today's society, in today's technology, it's the easiest time to do that.
Yeah, we're definitely in a completely different time than we've ever been before, eh? I mean, I'm sitting here talking to you in Germany. It's kind of buzzy, really.
Yes, I know. Think about it. Well, I'll be back in Australia soon. You know,
it'll be so much closer. Yes. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. I am so stoked to connect with you. We've been chatting for the last few days, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I've been really looking forward to this. So, thank you so much. And where can we find you? Where can we, if we want to?
You can find me. Yeah, go into my Facebook group. So just type in Boss Queen Networks. So if you go into the Google bar, search bar in Facebook, come into my Facebook group called Boss Queen Networks. And that's the easiest way to connect. Alternatively, you can add me on Facebook or check out my website, but the website is old, so don't worry about that. Just come into my Facebook group because that's where I hang out every single day anyway. And then, yeah, if you want to know more about the journaling course, call it, claim it, create it. Hit me up, send me a private message. You can email me. I can give you, you can hook you up with my email address. You can do that as well, which is just info@sabrinamuller.com.au if you want to know more about it. But obviously, I think Facebook is such a cool space for, for exchanging, creating connection. So I look forward to have you on my Facebook group.
Do you mind me asking you, how much is your Call It, Claim It, and Create It journaling?
Sure, it's $111.
1111. Funny.
Exactly.
I was messaging you, and my 111s kept coming up, and I was like, I'm trying to do another letter here, but that's hilarious.
Yes. Well, you better hurry up because the thing is, I'm not sure, I will standardize it so you can do it any time, but this time that is coming is special because I'm doing it with you. So I'm actually going through the same journaling questions as you are. I'm showing you, the insides of my journal. So it's a very special time for me to do that with you. Every time I do that, it's amazing. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that again because we're growing so rapidly. But you can do this program on your own anytime. Like I said, for $111, it's honestly the bum diggity. The shifts, I can hook you up with testimonials to shifts that people are getting. Once realizing that you can create your reality by putting pen to paper is phenomenal.
Yeah, and what we'll do is we'll put a link to that. We'll try and put a link to that on this page so people can actually get straight into that because, $111 is actually nothing to change your life.
It's nothing exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, it's nothing. It's a small investment when you see what you can gain from it. And what you can gain from it as a result is by far more worth than $111. I tell you that.
Absolutely. And you'll be right there along for the journey. Well, thank you so much. I'll let you get on with your day. And
thank you.
Looking forward to seeing more from you in the future.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. It was awesome to chat, and I know we'll be connecting more. So I'm sending you lots of love to New Zealand and everyone else around the world. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.